It's the beginning of April as we join fishing expert L.J. Parks on a fully guided sand bass fishing trip through Osage County, Oklahoma. The weather's been outstanding this week and the sand bass are just beginning to break the water as they make their way upriver to spawn. Mr. Parks is going to teach us just what it takes to bring home that big stringer of freshwater sandies, and today's tips and techniques will undoubtedly up your odds for catching this aggressive species known as the ultimate fighter. Today we're fishing with L.J. Parks in Hominy, Oklahoma, and he took us out on a little river trip after sand bass and hybrid. And today we're going to talk about how to catch them, methods, different styles of what we're using, how to differentiate between the hybrid and the sand bass, talk about different retrieve styles of what we're using and things of the nature. First I'd like to talk a little bit about the river that we're on, or Hominy Creek. LJ, where are we at?
We're sitting about 8 miles east of Hominy. It's a little feeder creek that comes out of Skytooth Lake, actually. About this time of year, you gotta wait on those warm spring rains, and if you can get, usually about the end of March to April, they'll start running up the river systems, and this seems to be one of the main ones, or one of the only ones they'll run up out of Skytooth Lake. But usually it just, wherever they have to stop, it'll be at a set of ripples or rocks that they can't get over. They'll hold their spawning run up till the water brings it up high enough. But if it starts to retreat or you get a little cold weather, they'll go right back down to the lake and wait for it to warm back up before they start their run over. And sometimes they'll start their run over 2 or 3 times in the spring.
So can you tell us about just what kind of fishing gear that we're using here? What, the best rods to use? What kind of explain to us the tackle that you got right now? Starting with your rod and reel?
Oh, it all depends on the person, really. I mean, a lot of guys come out here with longer, 7-foot rods and a little heavier duty spinning reels, but most of the time whenever I go, I prefer to use just a little bit more of an ultralight rig, because you're not going to run into many of these sand bass that are going to be over 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds, or the hybrids usually running up these river systems. I haven't caught many over 3 or 4, so usually just a light rigged ultralight with 4 to 6 pound test line. It makes it a little more enjoyable, more of a fight. We can use shad-like baits. I mean, anything with a 1/16, 1/32 head. Whenever you pair that with a light line on ultralight, you can pretty much wing it out there wherever you want to across these creeks. Double. What? I'll rush up my mug if you fill up my jug with that good old mountain. Now Mr. Roosevelt told him just how he felt when he heard that the dry log gone. If your liquor's too ready to swell up, well, folks, I hope you enjoyed our expedition on the river today with L.J. Parks while fishing for sandies. We've discussed preferable locations to fish along the river channels, as well as the best baits to use and techniques for catching them. Try some of these tips out this spring, and I'll guarantee you that your efforts will pay off. Be careful on the water, folks, and we wish the best of luck to everybody.